here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Waco, Texas, and McLean Stadium, the home of the Baylor Bears. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Hurricanes offense comes on the field first today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done. How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Breaks free. Breaking tackles and going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Back to throw. It's Huck. Makes the grab. It's West. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Baylor's offense gets their first crack now. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle to get stopped. That one goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? A short completion to the tight end.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. He's going to hand this off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Huck. The receiver makes the catch. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense breaks a huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. And now the first play of this drive will begin at the 36. Hand off to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Huck. The pass is caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of the first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Moves out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Canes are going to keep this drive rolling. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
And he drops it. Can you believe it? So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. Instead of giving up a field goal, that roughing call brings the offense back out to extend the drive into the red zone. To throw, it's Huck. He's running out of time here. They trap him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
Looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The Canes will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami. Now the important point after attempts. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And that catch is hauled in. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Powers through. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game. It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Movement here from the tight end. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. Dropping back. It's Huck. Makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Grab down the middle. It's West. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Quick throw to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Bears will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the ball is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw. It's Huck. Pass rush closing in. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Can he make it to the marker? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Hurricanes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Offense facing second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This passing game is on fire today.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, as you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
That return backfires on him. Now your offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Third down coming up.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Canes will kick this away to start the second half. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a fumble. The defense has got it. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. He hands it off from the gun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Huck. Bringing pressure. Hit just as he throws the ball. Touchdown, Miami. This offense is still clicking. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Okay, ready?
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. Off route to Yo, the quarterback looks to his right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. One huge play has changed the drive. Now let's see if this offense can cash in this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Can they convert here on third down in the red zone? This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Defense is coming after him. The pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Makes it look easy. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Handoff in a single back formation. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
But it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Not first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On first down, it's play action. That's reeled in. It's West. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The offense behind the 6, off schedule there after the first down play. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
A deep shot to the left side. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
As we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here at SoFi. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Same tailback, another carry. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hurricanes will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. There's a stiff arm. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. They try to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Bears begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And they'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback's got it on the option. Some hard running there through a tackle. That's a solid game there. He keeps it and picks up the 1st down himself. And the Bears pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. They'll hand it off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. The Bears will bring their punt team on the field now. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Working clock with the ground game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Throws it to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Finds an open target on the left side. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and are playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by gain some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Catch made on the out route. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. The tackle is made, the clock runs out, and that will do it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. I'm so impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason.